Welcome back to the channel, guys. I am Carl, Infectious Sportster, bringing you my Colchester United long-term save on road to Prem. I've just been relegated to League One from the Championship, and we are ready to hit this season hard, win the league, hopefully, and I'm just going to go in to start my first league game, but I'll go through the transfers of who's come in, who's gone out. So it could be quite a long episode with regards to not many games. It'll be a lot more talking and a lot more going through. I'll go through all my squad and where they've come from, what position I'm looking to play them in, and we'll play the first league game of League One. So without further ado, let's get into it and keep watching. Okay guys, welcome back to the channel, episode 31. Thank you for sticking with me. Right, let's get into it. We have brought in Ziyech have gone. Okay, so I'll just run through all my keepers, the new ones I've signed, and we'll go from there. Okay, so Radek Vitek. He came in from Man United. Literally, he is my backup option. He's my backup option. I signed him after my new first choice goalkeeper. He's come in. He is a very, very decent backup for me, right? A lot better than what I had last season in Okonkwo, right? But my first choice keeper is Italian, and it is Mastrantonio, Davide Mastrantonio. Virtus Verona, originally with AS Roma, come through the ranks at AS Roma. He's come in as my first choice goalkeeper. He's 6'2". He's had a bit of an iffy start in pre-season, but I've got confidence that he will become a really, really good player. He's only on 3,700 a week. Like I say, he's unhappy with training overall. Individual trainers decide to work is not beneficial, but it is because I'm training him as a sweeper keeper attack. As we can see here, jumping reach, very good. Aerial reach is going up with training. I will look at, hopefully, like his distribution. If I can get his first touch up a little bit and his vision, I will change that then to something else, his additional focus. But for now, he is my first choice goalkeeper. Still got Wint, still got Jack Wint, and he's now become my third choice, which is absolutely fine, having three keepers. And I've loaned out Okonkwo. I only signed him as literally emergency last season. As you can see, he didn't play a game. He's gone out on loan to Stevenage now, so he's out on loan. So Matt Clark, this brings us on to our centre backs. I've got Matt Clark, jumping reach is 14, heading 15. Now I was lacking a lot last season with Holgate and Metham in my centre halves, so I've brought them in just for aerial ability, clearing the ball, bang, out the way, defending the ball, tackling 14. He's 32. I had him for free, right, from Middlesbrough. Now he's come in. He's been injury prone, but I'm hoping I won't see that. But let's look at his injuries here. Minor, slight, major injury. That was back in July 2024. He's out for 2 months. Then another major injury, hamstring, 6 weeks. Nothing crazy at all. So he is going to be my left-sided centre-back. Okay. Chris Metham, as you know, I've still got him. He was unhappy, so I've listed him. No one wanted him. He seems to have perked up a little bit now, and he seems to be wanting to stay. Okay, my other centre-half, my right-sided centre-back, alongside Matt Clark, is Jasper Moon. Jumping reach is 14. Heading's not the best at 13. But hopefully, hopefully he can do a job with his jumping reach. It's a lot better than what I've had. So he's come in on from Burton for 160k. If he doesn't work out, it doesn't matter. Like, I've still got Metham, or I can go and look for somebody else. But he's come in as my right centre back to pair alongside Matt Clark. Right. Michael Delange. He's coming from PSV. I think in the last episode I agreed it. I might have. I can't remember if I actually mentioned him. Leading Vanarama player. Potentially good Sky Bet League One player, which is where I am now. Just seeing how he can develop. like I say, he come in for free. Let's go back into him a sec. He's one that I'll probably end up loaning him out. Ebbsfleet, who are my affiliate. Yeah, so he's coming back in. I'm training him up as a wing back right. Let's just see how good he can get. So, but like I say, I probably will end up loaning him out. Okay. Louis Brown, we know about. He's hopefully going soon. Barry Yelverton. A lot of you will probably remember this geezer coming in from my youth intake back in 24-25. Haven't played a game for me yet, but he has been playing pre-season. He's had 2 games. 6.7 was not bad for him, but then, you know, 6.2 was absolutely rubbish. But he's going to stick in and around the first team and see him develop as a wing back. Okay, because Parrott was wanted and he asked to leave. A lot of players have asked to leave, like Meffam, but he's changed his mind. So that's Yelverton. Okay, this one I did sign in the last, I think it was the last episode again, and I had him for free from PSV's youngsters. I'm training him as a box-to-box midfielder. He looks half decent. His mentals aren't bad. His physicals are really good. He's come in. He's had a not too bad pre-season. He is hopefully going to be playing most games for me in that box-to-box midfielder role. And yeah, and I'm just hoping he can develop well as well and worth the money. You know, his value just keeps going up. So yeah, he's going to be hopefully a very good player for us in time to come. Bowler, we all know. Louis Coyle, signed him last episode for emergency backup. Ismail, we know. Now, Parrott, I'll just go on to Parrott a sec. He's been promised. If another team makes a bid, I'll let him go. I don't want him to go. I did agree a deal with Hull. That was, I think it was 8 million with add-ons. He rejected them, which I was landed about because he can stay in my team now and hopefully help me get out of this back out of this division. So that's massive for us. Kwame Tete, yeah, we knew he was with us last year, but I was just seeing how he was going to develop as a left wing back. But I've loaned him back out now to carry on his development. Sarpong, we all know, signed him on a free at the end of the season. Season before, he was at Ebbsfleet last season, so he's just come back this season now. Put him in and around my firsts as a left wing back. He has played a bit of pre-season, mostly as sub coming on. His physicals are, again, very good. His mentals could do with a bit of work, and his technicals obviously could do with a bit of work. But I'll probably end up loaning him out, but I want him training in and around the first team. Okay, Moet, we know Franco has asked to leave. So when a bid comes in for him, I'm going to sell him, probably for about 3 mil. 3.9 he's worth. If he doesn't go, no big deal. He'll be in and involve the squad. Barry O'Donoghue. Now, I signed him 2 years ago. I know I'm only going to go over mainly new players, I said, this episode, but he's come in and I'm keeping him in and around the firsts. He had a lot of interest through the summer, so didn't do too bad with Ebbsfleet last season. 20 games. It's nothing to be sneezed at. He's come in. He started 2, and he's come on the bench come off the bench 4 times. He's growing as a deep line playmaker on support, but if he doesn't develop that quick, I'm saying I could just loan him out as well. I don't really want to, but I probably will eventually. Okay. So Stan Mills, Joe White, Finn Welsh, all still there. Right, now then, as you can see, Awara Edwards, we all know him. Massive player for me in my first few seasons. Went to Burton for 3.6. They released him. Didn't sign a contract extension. I've gone back in for him, had him for free. I got him for free. He's just played the last friendly, and yeah, he had 1 goal in it, 8.3 rating. He knows the club. He knows me. I had to bring him back. The thing is, he's on £8.5 a week. But if he can come in and hit the ground running and, again, help me get out of this division, it's all going to be worth it in the end. So I couldn't say no to getting him back. Archie Stevens, signed from Rangers, and he has been playing quite a bit for Rangers. Brought him in, he's training as an inside forward, but all pre-season he's been injured, so I haven't had time to look at him. But he is training as an inside forward left. Looks about half about, so definitely worth bringing him in for free just to see how he gets on. So he probably won't be starting the next game. Obviously, I've got Edwards going to start, but I'm going to chuck him on the bench, and hopefully if I need him and I bring him on, you know, he should do okay in this league, I hope. Osman Kamara, signed from Norwich in the end. Looked pretty good. I signed him for 850k. Can't get my words out. He's a young Dutch guy that I'm hoping that will come in and develop. Like I say, 850k spent for him. He's worth up to 1.4. You know, if his value keeps going up and I can cash in, I'll cash in. There's no problem at all. But it's about trying to buy and sell a little bit as well, you know, with sort of fringe players. If I can bring them in, sell them on, happy days. And that's pretty much the whole point since I got in League One the first time. That's pretty much been it. Like I had John A, massive transfer fee for him. It's about keeping club accounts in the green. That is what we're hoping to do anyway. So that is Kamara. Javier Ramos, yeah, again, he's another one we know, but he's out on loan last year. He's come back, and his first friendly back for us. Which one was that one? That was... Yeah, that was last season. Yeah, his first friendly back for us. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. He's done really well. I'm looking at him as maybe my striker this season, with Mellon on the left, Cullen on the right. If it doesn't work, obviously Mellon and Cullen can play up top anyway, and I've got plenty of inside forwards, left and right, like Edwards and Kamara. I've got loads of attacking options this season. So that's, yeah, like I said, that's Ramos. His value is up to 7.4 mil, which again I had for free. So it's another John A signing really. And if I can make money on them, I will. These young Spaniards, they tend to bring good money. So as you can see, Cullen is there. Mifsad's gone out on loan. Arake, I think that's how we pronounce it. Loaned out for last season. He's come back, and he hasn't got a work permit. I did apply, I believe. Oh, no, I didn't. Let's apply again. So he can be another option as my advance forward. Work rate is really low. He's not all that good, but, you know, he's 20 years old. He's worth up to 1.2 million. I'm willing to give him a chance off the bench, see what he can do for me. Manuel Cuesta. Signed him ages ago, kept him, loaned him out to Citadella. Didn't do too bad, but now he's back with me in and around the firsts. Now his physicals look really good. Acceleration is phenomenal. His pace isn't too bad. So he's another one that I'd like to get a work permit for. I think, yeah, I did apply for one and it got rejected. He'll probably be another loan out option, to be honest. He is on the loan list. Probably be a loan out option, and then from there, we'll go from there. Maybe next season we can try and get a work permit for him, or offer him an ESC slot. If I can offer him an ESC slot this season, I will, but if I can't, is no bother at all. Scully have stayed. We know Mellon, he requested to leave, but nobody he had an offer, he rejected it, so now he's staying. So that's massive for me. That is massive. Us keeping him. He was phenomenal in that game when I played Malden and Tiptree. But then again, I could probably come out retirement and play against Malden and Tiptree. You know, Donnelly McNeely. Absolutely don't know why I signed this player. I'm looking at him as a backup advance forward only for his work rate, his acceleration and his pace. Right, his finishing's not bad, 14. All the rest isn't great. Backup advance forward, and that's it, pretty much. But again, all pre-season, he's been injured. He hasn't featured for me. So it'll be interesting to see. I'll have to test him in as subs in league games and see how he gets on. Okay, now, you know me by now in these episodes. I always sign when Premier League clubs release youth players at the end of the season, I'm a sucker for snapping them all up every year, right? So I snapped up as Josh Garnett, okay, from Arsenal. Obviously, it was agreed when I was before the change, the tick over in the season, so it is classed as he was with me in the Championship, although he wasn't. As an advanced forward, he's worth up to 4.8 million, right? As an advanced forward where he's training for me, he's overall, right? His finishing's only 9, his passing's 10, anticipation 9. Overall, I'm quite happy with him, and he hasn't done too bad pre-season. He's definitely going to be, he's wanted a minute, so he's wanted on loan at Aldershot. But I want to keep hold of this guy for this season, and he's going to be coming off the bench a few times, see how he develops. Because I've really got good signs, good feeling about that guy. But that pretty much brings us into the end of it, really. If I go to transfer history here, yeah, transfers in, as we've just gone through. Now, the transfers out. Holgate went to Derby, 300k. Brian Adamson, he's gone for free. He was just a young keeper that I didn't want. Ziyech went. I had to leave him go for a deal up to 230k. He was another one when I got relegated. He wanted to leave. Let him go. Bugger it. Liam Sainer, up to 500k. That's going to be. He was never going to get in with me as, like, I could have played him as a right wing back, but I've got Parrott hopefully staying there now. Never going to get in as a centre half. His jumping reach and heading are shocking. So he was going to Portsmouth in a deal raising up to 500k. As we know, Okonkwo's gone out on loan. Tete's gone out on loan. Morehouse I left go for 38k, rising to 47.5. He was never going to get a look in. James Howard's gone out on loan. Strickland's gone out on loan. Of Wendell, I've left go for a deal rising up to 27.5k. Jared Mifsud's gone out on loan. He's another player that I am excited about. He came through. He's a youngster, come through the Colchester Youth. He's another one I am excited about, really. Babacar Endo. Now, we all know him from last few episodes. It was where I played him. Where could I play him? His value's now jumped to 4.8. He wanted to leave. I just cashed in. The most I could get was $1 million, so I just done it, raising to 1.1. Jose Torres, after I got relegated again, he's another one that wanted to leave. Got rid of him. 15 million, raising to 18.25. Now, I really didn't want to get rid of him. His value is now 29 million. His heading is only 10 though as a centre half, so it's not really great. But I have got a percentage on next sale. I try and put that on every player, because if he does go for 100 million, I'm going to get a good chunk, aren't I? If he is ever a £100 million defender. I doubt it, but you never know. Marcus Tyler's gone out on loan to Evesham. Dale Rooney I got rid of to Sligo Rovers for 23k. He wanted to leave. Dan Chimazzini, he didn't want to go actually. I decided to sell him. He was never going to get in my team. And Soga Mele, who I signed for 70k, I've just got rid of for 1.4 because he was never going to get in my team either. I thought he was going to be better than he was, and he wasn't. So let's just go back into last season, the end of the season. As you can see, all youth intake players here. Larry Reese, all from the Prem. Okay, I've signed them down to Kuhn, whatever is pronounced his name. All the youth players that were released, I signed. And there's obviously my keeper and Kamara there. The ones that left at the end of last season. Trioe, he's gone. Where do we leave off? January, right. May. Yeah, Troy wanted to leave. He's gone for 3.4 to Reading. Will Andy a pan? Bit gutted to see him go, really, because he was with us in the very first season. But, you know, it's about time he went somewhere to play. Hopefully he'll play week in, week out now. But, you know, I could have kept him. His jumping reach is great, but I didn't. I thought, let him go to play as much as he can. Tony Weston's gone to Portsmouth for 52k. Charlie Robinson has gone to Bristol Rovers for 31. Alex Longsdale out on loan. And Kelly Enmeyer, I signed last year. He's gone out on loan as well. Let's just see. He's not going to develop or nothing. He's only worth 80k. He will be sold or released when he comes back. So, let's get into... That is pretty much it, okay? So, I'm going to go and pick my team. We are going to play... Tell you what we're going to do. We might as well do... schedule. We'll do Blackpool now. Away. That's going to be a tough one at Bloomfield Road. Then we'll do the first round of the Carabao Cup against Exeter. So we'll play them 2 games. Where are we for time? 20 minutes in. Okay, yeah, let's play them 2 games. We'll let's get the tactics screen of Blackpool and I'll tell you my lineup. Alright, this is going to be my lineup for today's game against Blackpool. Master Antonio in goal, Perrott right back. We're going to go Ishmael left back, Moon and Clark centre halves. Okay, this season Moat is my captain and Liam Cullen is my vice captain. Okay, Moat in my deep line playmaker role, Severin in and White make up the rest of the midfield. Mills out wide right, Edwards out wide left, and Ramos up top. Did pick Mellon to come in on the left, but I'll watch his fitness. So on the bench, Vitek, Metham, Yelverton, Stevens, Mellon, Scully and Garnett. I've gone back to cautious. I was a bit of positive throughout pre-season, but I've gone back cautious now. So let's see if that helps and if that works. Let's get into it. I'm quite excited about the season ahead. I know I got relegated last year, so it's like, you know, it is what it is. I just want to try and get back in the Championship now. And next time we get in the Championship, we'll have a better understanding of our squad, who we need, where we need to improve. Like, weak points. Like last season, defence was shocking. So I've signed 2 new centre-halves. So let's get into it and see where we are. Come on then, boys. Let's start the season on a high. If I sound different, I've got a new mic. I'm trying it out. I love Razer equipment. I've got a Razer cam, keyboard. Now I'm using a Razer mic. So if I sound different, it's because I've changed my mic. Ramos! Oof. So if I shout, you might have to turn it down. Because I don't know what it's going to be like. Good ball. Severin brings it forward. What was that? That wasn't even a shot. Passed it to the keeper's hands. We're doing well, though. We are doing very well. Just want to find that killer instinct this season. Not sure if Ramos is the answer to the killer instinct, but we'll try. We'll see how it goes now. Mellon will definitely be entering the fray in this game anytime soon. Maybe, shall I do it now for Edwards? It's half-time. It's an unimpressive first half. Let's have a look. Edwards, 6.4. Mills, 6.5. Could change the both of them, to be honest. Let's just hang fire. Let me give him a kick up the arse. And let's see how we progress. The first 10 minutes now. Let's see how we get on here. They're knocking it around. We need to intercept and counter. Come on. Yes, Ismail. Down the line. Edwards. Ooh. Moet. Mills. Come on. Get in there, Mills. End up being an own goal. They all count. I'll take that. They all count. And Blackpool with a corner. Good ball in. And we cleared it. No, we haven't. Get rid. Oosh. But we won the official header. Right, Edwards isn't looking great. Mills isn't looking great. 6.5 for Mills. Let's get Mills off. Do you know what I might do? Archie Stevens. Let's put Edwards off for... I've got Mellon on the left, because he's right-footed. Archie Stevens is my inside forward. I'm training him on the left. But do you know what? I'm going to do it. Stan Mills for Archie Stevens. Archie Stevens on the right. It's his first game. Let's see how it goes. Ooh, I can hear an ice cream fan. It's pitch black out. I can hear an ice cream fan. Let's demand more. Let's give them a bit more. Let's demand more, the boys. Come on. Moon's only on a 6.5. Shall I consider Metham entering the pitch, entering the fray here? The amount of chances I've dropped below the percentage now. They've got more than me. So Metham for Moon. 6.5, Joe White. Can we get him off? If we take him off for... Should we do Ramos and then we can bring on... Yeah, let's do that. And let's do White off. Let's do Garnett. Let's get Garnett on. Make his debut. 5 minutes. Come on. Let's just not concede. Let's open up the season with a win away from home. That'll be class. And I have. That's a 1-0 win. Unconvincing, but I'll take it. A lot of chances, so I'm happy with that. Good start to the season. Right. That's a very good start to the season. Let's bring on Exeter. Let's get into Exeter straight away. And we can... let's try and get into the second round of the Carabao Cup. Okay, here we go. We are home to Exeter in the Carabao Cup first round. I am not making massive changes. The goalkeeper and the defence exactly the same. Mowat keeps his position in midfield, but Franco comes in as my box-to-box, and McConnell comes in as my Mazzala. Edwards keeps his place on the left, Ramos keeps his place up front, and Stevens comes in on the right-hand side. Because, like I say, he's just come back from injury. So I'm going to chuck him on the right. Let's see what happens. I've put Victor Musa up on the bench. Might have a look at him as striker in this game. Let's see how we get on. So, this is the last game of this episode, and we will then come back in a few months. So, let's get into it. I was going to change all my faces with the new GAN manager. I don't know if anyone's familiar with that. All the youth intake players come through. They've all got these stupid faces. I hate them. So with new GAN manager, it gives you proper faces for all your players. So it just looks much more professional. But I was going to do it earlier and I thought, do you know what? It's only another month officially till FM25. Realistically, there's only another month. So it's pointless. I'll wait until FM25 comes out. And then when I do my new saves and my new episodes, we can go from there. Okay, let's get back to it. Perrett brings it down the wing. Stevens, Mowat, left peg, hits the bar and goes wide. Come on, Colchester. Let's not let Exeter have a giant killing. Giant killing, they're only a division below than me. Clark playing out from the back. Franco, McConnell. Oh, we lose it. Why the hell did we do that? Why do we play that? Oh, we win it back. Hell of a win back. That is amazing. What a challenge. We lost it and we went back to try and win it back. And luckily, their shot went wide. Let's encourage them. Come on, boys. You can do it. Exeter are better. Well, more possession than me a minute. Ramos 6.5. He's got to. Ramos has got to impress me because I'm not going to take no chances this year. If they don't impress, they're out of the team. I'm going to bring him off half time, and I'm going to go. I wasn't going to put Musa up top. I'm going to go Mellon. I was going to put Musa up top, see, and then later on in the game bring Mellon on the left. But I'm going to do Mellon up top now, and leave it at that. Get back to the dressing room. Thrash arms, far from pleased, seemed demotivated. No need to seem demotivated, you've been alright. There we are, you looked happy now. I've changed his mentality now. I've changed his happiness. He's happy now. There we are. Now I'm starting to take control of the game. I'm home as well. Come on. This will go to penalty. I can't remember. Does it go straight to penalties, doesn't it? Right. Let's go positive. Do you know what? And let's get into my Edwards off. Let's do Scully. Let's do Stevens off for Mills. Midfield. Parrott is knackered at right back. Yelverton comes on for his debut. Ishmael's knackered as well, but I haven't got another left back on the bench. Right, let's just go for it. I've gone positive. I've gone more positive. I've brought on better players. Well, I think I've got better players on the pitch. Come on, well done, Mellon. Intercepts. McConnell brings it forward to Mills. Mills to Yelverton. Yelverton, McConnell. McConnell brings inside the box. They're playing a 5-1-2-2. Wow. They have gone defensive. If they're playing that, let's get it a bit up quick then. Let's go a bit more direct. Fire up. Come on. Oh, rubbish pass. Ishmael. No. Ooh, I thought that was going in. Penalties. I can't go to a lower league team again. We have the home advantage, make it count. I normally say pick your place and stay to it. Is this keeper any good at penalties? Oh, he nearly had that. Mowat, he's good. And he scores. Come on, Master Antona. Up. Attention required. I just had a pop up there. You can't see it's behind my head. Mellon. 2-0. Come on, Mastra. Yeah, he saved. Come on. Scully. Put it away, Scully. Come on. Come on. Can Mastra save this? Oh, I thought he did then. I thought he was going to be the penalty king. Franco. Can he score? He does. Mastrantonio. Mastrantonio's going to save this. Come on, Mastra. Robinson steps up. Mastra putting him off. He don't. He nearly makes a hole at the back of my net. Moon. A centre half coming up to take a penalty. This is going to be a Gareth Southgate. He scores! Come on. Get in there. I'm all excited because I beat Exeter. But when you've had a season like last season, for me, you know, you take what you can get, don't you? You take what you can get. That is actually a very good way to end an episode. Yelverton makes professional debut. He's 19 and he's been with me since 24-25 season. He's just come off the bench. Absolute crap, but he's come off the bench. Colchester is 5k. Hey, someone's wages for a week anyway. Sunderland boss Danny Cow seen at Jobsurf Community Stadium. Who's he looking? Nigel Parrott. I don't know. Sunderland. Well, I won't be selling into bloody Sunderland. Oh, they're in the Premiership. Oh, well, I'll have to. Hopefully he don't want to go. Hopefully he don't anyway, because I do like him. Let's discuss a new trait with him first. Attacking. Movement. Get forward whenever possible. That's what I want him to do. Okay. let's look at the schedule and see when we are coming back. Right. Do you know why this episode didn't even go over my pre-season with you guys? It's only pre-season, no? The friendlies were Malden, Tiptree, Gillingham and Ebbsfleet. I added Liverpool under-21s, Man City and Man United. I just added them in for a bit of extra income, all home games. Right, so I'm going to be playing out through... I'm not going to come back for the second round of the Carabao Cup. Bristol Street Motor. Should we come back in September? Because, yeah, if we come back in September, that way we can confirm all our transfers. If any leave left, if any come in, outgoings and ingoings, I meant. Should we come back in September at some point? We'll do that, and maybe we'll play... Maybe we'll have a game against Wrexham. Peterborough we could play, actually. They put me out of the cup last season. I was on a good run as well. Of 2 games. That was my third game, and they beat me. Oh, yeah. We'll come back in September for episode 32. But guys, honestly, thank you for watching. I've had a few subscribers the last few days. I think I've had 3 come through in the last 3 days. That's absolutely amazing. Like I say, I'm just playing the game I love. So if you enjoy it, subscribe, like, comment, and go back and watch from the start if you want. It's been sort of like, for me personally, it's been an exciting experience, just getting into recording and whatnot, and learning to speak to the camera. But yeah, it is what it is. I'm enjoying it. I'm doing it for no one else but myself, and I enjoy it. So that's the main thing. You've got to enjoy it, haven't you? But I'll come back for episode 31 in September. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next episode. Cheers, guys.